Good morning. Welcome to Avon Valley Church's Thought for the Week. My name is Andrea, and I live in Winchester, Virginia. Today is Saturday, August 23rd. This past Tuesday, August 19th, was World Photography Day and World Humanitarian Day. It is a day recognizing humanitarian personnel and those who have died working for humanitarian causes. It was designated by the United Nations General Assembly for the 19th of August as World Humanitarian Day, and its purpose was to increase public awareness about humanitarian activities around the world. And it also honors all humanitarian personnel and those who have lost their lives in the course of their work. It is a day many humanitarian organizations share photos highlighting the work they are involved in within many areas around the world. Every year, humanitarian organizations use photography to educate citizens from around the world and to tell stories on their efforts to fight injustices around the world. This month marks 20 years since I've become involved with humanitarian work, both domestic and internationally. The missions I have been involved with have allowed me to travel to such places as Mozambique, South Africa, Sierra Leone, and Haiti, areas of the world that have a history of civil wars, famine, political unrest, and medical emergencies. I must admit the work I have been involved with is not quite the scale as government organizations, but still it can be quite dangerous in any circumstance. So this morning, I would like to take some time to share with you how I became involved with my humanitarian work and how God has used this work in my life to help me find my purpose and to give me direction. The past couple of weeks, both Alex and Michael have talked about their experiences of how they hear God and how God speaks with them. So I would like to talk about how God spoke to me and how I heard what he was wanting me to do. God often speaks to us in quiet ways or ways that we don't really notice until the time has passed. However, in my case, it was that burning bush that so many of us wait for. It was January 2005, and I had been an operating surgical technologist for 3 years. I was still learning and processing my newfound career. I liked my career, and I was learning a lot, and I know I was doing good work in God's eyes, but still something was missing. I believe God gives us life so that we may live it abundantly, and I knew deep down in my soul I was meant for something more, but I couldn't quite figure out what that was. Over the 3 years, I had prayed to God to give me signs, to open doors, anything that would help me feel more at peace with where I was in my life and to give me more direction. I had trained with surgeons who had traveled the world giving aid and starting hospitals. I had listened to their stories and I thought to myself, one of these days I want to travel the world and help people. I became frustrated, annoyed, and very irritable. I finally lost my patience, as one does when we don't get what we want when we want it. I said, God, just tell me what you want me to do. What do you want from me? After no answer and no changes in my life, I just gave up. I said, okay, God, I'm done. I guess at some point I will figure everything out. Well, that burning bush appeared in the form of a knock on my door on a cold winter night shortly after New Year's in 2005. A family friend was standing there and asked me, Andrea, would you like to go to Mozambique and work in a hospital with the mission team? She explained to me a nurse friend of hers and her husband, a United Methodist minister, were organizing a medical mission team through the United Methodist Church, and they needed a surgical team. You would be perfect for this, she said. I was blindsided and confused. I had always wanted to do something like this. This is something I had prayed for the past 3 years, but was I ready? Was this something I had the skill set to do? Jean gave me the contact information of her friend and left. So I waited a few days to make the phone call. I expressed to Nancy my concerns, and I was expecting her to say, Andrea, thank you for calling, but you're not quite what we are looking for. But instead she said, Andrea, you would be perfect. I didn't have to think about it. I said, Nancy, I'm in. Over the years, I have been invited to give talks on the work we do and to tell stories. The photos I share not only tell stories, but my aim is also to educate and inform people of the circumstances of the areas where we work. Our missions are not only about the work, they are also about building relationships and helping people live sustainable lives. I have learned so much about the world in which we live, and I have learned that basically, we are the same. We all want happiness, to be loved, and to be seen. I honestly feel the struggles I have faced in life have given me a profound influence on my work, and it has certainly given me more direction with a more fulfilling purpose. The photos I have shared with people over the years have been used as a tool for telling stories of our missions, to convey emotions, and to educate the challenges and social issues faced by so many around the world. Photography transcends language barriers, and it allows people to see the world in a different way. I have hoped so many times over the years that I have inspired others to pursue mission work, as others have inspired me. I hope you enjoy the photos I have shared this morning, and that as you embark on your own work, no matter where that is, that you use your photos to educate and inspire others. Goodbye, and God bless.